Blast me to Hoth! It's time for the Mad Merlins unboxing of Star Wars Legion T-47 Airspeeder by Fantasy Flight and Atomic Mass Games. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Mad Merlins unboxing. So just a quick one today. It is the T-47 Airspeeder expansion for Star Wars Legion. And as this is the older one, this is by Fantasy Flight Games, but of course the game has been taken over by Atomic Mass Games. So this is what we get. We get a airspeeder there. We got two weapon options. A nice size comparison there to see how it looks. It's about 3 times the size of our basic infantry models there. So we got all our upgrades, unit cards, and all our tokens there. And of course a large base with flying stand there. So let's have a look and see what's inside. So I'll bring in my trusty knife to slice her open. Peel it off, goodbye. And then we can take a look inside. Ooh, so we've actually got a plastic tray, which is pretty cool. Put that back there. So we've got our instructions. We've got all our little separate components there. We've got our flying stand, the main speeder itself, the base, and finally tokens and cards. So get that out of the way. So let's have a look. First of all, we'll take a look at our components, then we'll have a look at our card and the instructions. So first off, we'll bring in all our plastic components. So we've got our airspeeder here, and it is a really lovely sculpt. It's got that classic wedge shape that we all know and love from Empire Strikes Back. And this is correctly titled as an airspeeder, as it is not just exclusive to the snow, as we are commonly known to know. I remember several missions in the Rogue Squadron games for Nintendo, where we see these in other battlefields. And they are just flying through the air, like so. We also get a small baggie here of additional components. So we've got its main armament, which is 2 forward-facing laser cannons. We got 2 rear guns, so one is the classic harpoon, and I'm guessing the other one is a repeater blaster of sorts. We've got landing gear and the air brakes for the speeder. So yeah. These bits will peg in like so in there, and then you got the air brakes which fit on like so. Oops. And these bits look like they're used on here, so you can have the air brakes, you can have the flaps up or down, whichever you prefer. So nice that we got some build options. Oh, I didn't even show that. So yeah, these bits post into there like so, and then we can put this piece on top like so. There we go. So that is it. Let's put that away and we'll bring in our card components. So we've got our card components here, including our tokens, unit card and upgrades. So we've got vehicle damage, markers. We've got our units token, some wound tokens, 2 frees and 2 1s, and a dodge and an aim token, plus our proof of purchase. There's the reverse side, so we've got our heavy support there. There we are. Then we got our unit card. So let's zoom in a little bit more, as best I can. So we have the T-47 Airspeeder, 175 points, can take a control, a hard point, and a communications. Come on, focus. So it has the rules of armor, so defending it cancels all hit results automatically. Arsenal 2, so it can fire 2 of its weapons every time it attacks. Cover 1, so while defending you improve your cover by 1. Immune to blast, immune to melee, and immune to range 1 weapons. Speeder 2, so while moving you can ignore height, terrain 2 or lower. Either at the start or end of your activation you perform a compulsory move. So it's a repulsor vehicle, unit size of 1, 7 wounds, 5 before it becomes damaged, a white defense dice, surges both offensive and defensive, movement 3, and it comes with the AP-11 double laser cannon, range 1 to 3, 3 red and 3 black, so that's pretty nasty. Impact 3, so 3 of those convert into hits, and fixed front. If we flip over, you've got those rules covered here. So, fixed front, you're only shooting at targets directly in front of you. And impact 3, so while defending or attacking, if your target has armor, you can change 3 hits into criticals. That's pretty nasty. So definitely going to be the bane of the ATST. Moving on to upgrades. So we've got the M0DK Power Harpoon. So range 1 to 2 and a single red dice. Only available to equip the Airspeeder. Impact 1, fixed rear, so must be in your rear arc. And tow cable. After a vehicle is wounded by the attack that includes this weapon, perform a pivot with that vehicle. Nice. Then we also have the AX-108 Ground Buzzer. So this is the repeater blaster. So 1 to 2 again, 4 black dice. Again, only on the Airspeeder and fixed rear. So a little bit more deadly and definitely worth the 20 points. Unique pilots, we've got Wedge Antilles, leader of Rogue Squadron. So it can be given to the repulsor vehicle, and you get the ability to suspend this guy, and you get to perform a free pivot. It's pretty cool. Then we've got long range communication, so during your command phase you may be issued orders by friendly commander or veteran units regardless of range. I believe that is the updated version because it used to just be commanders. And then comms jammer. So enemy units at range 1 cannot be issued orders unless they are issuing an order to themselves. So there we have all our upgrades. Final thing to look at then is the instructions. So here we have our Airspeeder instructions. So pretty simple. Forward blasters go on here. Flaps can be assembled open or closed. That's pretty cool. Then you've got your rear flaps there. So you've got your ground buzzer and your harpoon. So that's the choice of rear gun. You probably should be able to leave it so you can swap in and out, but it doesn't really matter much for Legion. You just require the cards more than anything. Got our components list, which you already know. So we've got the Airspeeder, order token, 4 wounds, 3 vehicle damage, 1 aim, 1 dodge. The unit card, 5 upgrades, so the MODK Harpoon, the AX-108 Ground Buzzer, Wedge, Long Range Comms, and Comms Jammer. And on the back, any new rules. So at the time, the rules were basically given to and in the form of upgrade sheets. So it was a good game at the beginning. A lot of the things were, every box came with new rules, so they were pretty much presented with this. So you get the Arsenal X rule, so you can fire X amount of weapons. Fixed rear, so your guns that have fixed rear can only fire in the reverse, and immune to blast, so you're immune to blast. You also have fixed front as well, which wasn't really new because it was in the core set. You get immune to melee, so units can't be placed in base contact with you, and you can't be affected by weapons with the melee keyword. You're immune to range 1 weapons, so any units that has immune to range 1 weapons cannot be targeted by weapons that have a maximum range of 1. So there are some pistols and other close combat weapons that are specifically able to shoot at range 1, so you won't be targeted by them. And you've got your tow cable rule there, so after a vehicle is wounded by a weapon with tow cable, you can perform a pivot with that wounded vehicle. So there we have that. So I'll bring everything in for my final thoughts and the price. So there we have the unboxing for the T-47 Airspeeder expansion for Star Wars Legion. So the RRP for this set is $34.99. I picked mine up alongside my Echo Base Defender set from Ashdown Gaming, where I paid $26.25. As this is one of the older sets, it's quite nice to find it for a reduced price. And it's again one of the ones I haven't really added to my collection over the years because I've just never found the time to pick it up. But definitely the Echo Base Defenders was what brought me into picking this guy up, so I'm definitely going to be adding him to that force. And it'll be seen on my new Hoth board once I get that up and running. There will be, of course, a companion series for that on my YouTube channel, so please do subscribe if you don't already do so. If you think I deserve it, please give this video a like. Have you got an Airspeeder? What do you think of it? Let me know in the comments down below. I think it's great, definitely worth the pickup, especially at the reduced price. So do check your local stockists to see if they have this in stock. There is, of course, my affiliate link for Curton Games in the description down below, so you can always get yours from them. So all that's left for me to do then is to say thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for more mad content. Goodbye.